All right, everyone, we're gonna go ahead and get this thing started. It is Monday, November 30th, 7 a.m. Y'all. We're looking at we're calling this a pre-New York session because we're kinda in the middle of the London session. Remember last night um we were talking about this filter, the sessions filter, and as you can see, price did exactly what we were saying last night. Price pushed up, and then we had that drop forming the triple crown. All right, so we got the left shoulder, we got the head and shoulders, the left shoulders, we got the peak, we got the right shoulder. All right, which is a classic sales signal. All right. However, does that mean that right now is the actual time to sell? So we will look into that. So far we've gotten some good alerts. All right, we got one alert telling us to buy. Um, that was actually last week. Hold on one second. Let's go to the 5 minute. Okay, so yeah, so this was last night, this morning. Okay, I'm sorry. Go here. So that was last night. All right, when the market opened and shot up. All right, so we got that first signal, and then we got a second sales signal. All right, where we rolled this down. All right. Now there's a lot of other mixed signals that is in here. However, remember we were only looking at key market times, right? We're really trading off of the highs and the lows. All right. So right now we're actually getting another buy signal um right now for the AUD JPY. Remember, this is in the short term. This is a 5 minute bars. Okay. So from the looks of this, we're getting a sales signal. However, we're gonna take a deeper dive into it. All right, let's go to the 15. I'm sorry. Let's go back to the 5 minute here. All right. So the 5 minute, I'm back on. Um, I am back on the IG platform right now. And as we can see, um, the MACD is starting to point up, all right? But at the same time, the stochastic is telling us that we are really in seller's territory right now, all right? Seller's territory. So, so we really want to take a good mental note of that. All right. So we're gonna continue to funnel up. We're in a no trade zone on the 15 minute. Okay. But we are approaching same thing, some sellers territory. In the 2 hour, we're in the no trade zone. All right, we're in the no trade zone, so it's kind of unsure. So right now, it really depends on, again, what your trading strategy is going to be for the day. All right, the 4 hour, we're in buyer's territory. All right, but again, we see that we're getting that cross. Okay, we see that we're getting that cross. So, um, is it the time to sell? We shall see. We shall see. But there's looking like there's going to be some bullish activity according to the stochastic. All right, before we get into that bearish move possible. All right, and then looking at the daily, we're still at the top in seller's territory on the daily. And just a recap on the weekly, we're also in seller's territory. So for me, I think that it's probably best. Let's see, go back to 5 minute. Um, and as you can see, we're getting that momentum, that bullish momentum that we were speaking on. However, we're already in seller's territory, right? So, we'll take a mental note and see what this does. In the short term, we were saying that we would look to take a position around this time if one presented themselves, and we will be riding this position out until about at least until market open, which is going to be about 2 hours. All right, but really, we will really be looking to hold that position. Uh, sorry, what I'm doing is I'm just trying to get the structure. All right, because it looks like we're in some sort of wedge pattern. Okay, so we can kind of do it like that, and we can look for price to either break out the other way. Um, so that makes sense, being as though it looks like we're in some sort of wedge pattern where it looks like we could get some bullish activity and then also at the same time get a rejection. But I was saying that me personally, I believe that I'm just going to hold on to the position that I already have, right? That I already have. Uh, I did get an alert for, I think it was GA. This alert literally just came in. Let's go to okay, so the daily is saying that we're in buyer's territory. The weekly is also saying buyer's territory. We're in a 4 hour that's saying that we're in potential seller's territory. Okay. And we're getting that cross that we talked about on the MACD. However, it hasn't really crossed yet, right? It hasn't really crossed yet. This could reject and send price back down. Definitely could. And as you can see, we're closer to this, based on the stochastic, we're closer to seller's territory than buyer's territory on the 2 hour. All right. So don't be surprised again, if we see price go down first in this scenario, but then actually end up, um, coming up at the end of it all. All right. So I would still be looking for bullish positions overall. Remember, depending on how long you want to be in the position, you're looking for something real quick where you could possibly just get 15. Let's go back to the 5 minute. 15, 20 pips. Let's go to the measuring tool. All right, and as you can see, it looked like we may actually have a double top here and a possible 56 pips. If this price does decide indeed to return back to support, okay? Back to support. So that actually looks good. If you were looking to jump in something, in the short term, within the next couple hours, 2 to 4 hours, GA actually looks like something that's ready to rock and roll, right? GBP CAD. We're also in seller's territory still. With that, yeah, I know we went through this last night, but we just want to look at it again. However, on the daily, it's looking like we're in buyer's territory. Okay, go to the 4 hour, we're close to the seller's territory. Go to the 2 hour, we're in the no trade zone. On the 2 hour, 15, we're in seller's territory. So don't be surprised if this in the short term continues to go down. All right. And again, with it being closer to seller's territory right now, if you're looking for a short term position, um, you know, that could indeed be a good short term setup. All right. AUD CAD. Let's go to AUD CAD. Same thing. We're coming off of close to seller's territory on the stochastic. Dig down. We're in buyer's territory. when it comes to the stochastic on the 4 hour, okay, the 2 hour, buyer's territory, right? So we're getting some mixed signals when it comes to this. As you can see, we are we're kind of at a major consolidation level, right? So let's go to the rectangle. All right, when I say consolidation, I mean all this area. I'm sorry. So I'm talking about all this area, right? Like all the way around. We really don't know what it's going to do. But on the 15-minute, if you're looking for a position, a buy position for the short term, you could definitely do that. I would look for a 50% retracement. Okay. So let's go to our fib if that's the case. Draw it out. Okay, so we're looking to be right above the S1 line. All right. Delete. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's just above, it's about right there. All right, so that's still about 30 pips. All right, so if you're looking for a 30 pip, potential 30 pip profit, in the short term, I mean, this could definitely be a good setup for you. All right, and we already went through AUD JPY. It looks like we're in a falling wedge type pattern. Okay, with AUD Aussie CAD, it actually looks like the trend was broken. Again, we landed on some horizontal support, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. All right, are we looking for that 50% retracement? If you're trading on the 15, that would say that that will probably be your best setup. Something in the short term. Okay. Well, at the same time, yep. And the 2 hours actually saying the same thing. You're closer to the buyer's territory. So again, it just depends. Are you looking to get in and out? Are you looking to hold something maybe all the way into 11? Right? All the way into 11. So the time is 7:14 at the moment. And pretty much we just have to wait and see what the market is telling us, in which way that things should go. So like I said, with my trade, which is the AJ trade on the daily, we're still in seller's territory. So I'm just gonna hold this. All right, hold this. We were looking for a 50 pip profit. If you was to decide to jump in, I would jump in closer to, yeah, you see we got that cross. I would be looking at let's go to, we're in seller's territory now. Let's go to the 15. 15 might give you your best entry on this. Yep. So what time is it again? 7:15. So I'm going to say within the next 15 minutes, All right, we're probably going to be at the top of the stochastic. Could be 30. At the top of the stochastic in that seller's territory that we want. If you wanted to use that as your entry, okay. As you can see, we're getting a touch on the 15-minute. Okay, we're getting a cross on the 15-minute, but it hasn't totally crossed where we're getting that gap that we're looking for. All right, we're looking for that gap that lets us know that there's some real momentum in the market. All right. So hopefully this helped you out just for the short term. Looking into what we may see within the next couple hours, right? Really, with what's today? I mean, not today, but what's the time again? The time is 7. So the next 4 to 8 hours. That's pretty much what we're looking at right now. All right. Just set up with a nice little 1-to-1 on the AUD/JPY on the 15 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and just let that play out for today. And remember, we were looking for a 50% retracement on this bullish trend, okay, which was going to put us right here around that 76.000 line. All right, so just continue to follow your keys. Let's go back to right. Let's go to okay. So we're getting that classic pullback on the head and shoulders pattern. All right, we're getting that classic pullback. But still no real 4-hour. Yeah. So we could again see some rejection from that level. We never got another buy signal. It could be on the way. All right. But we are in for sure based on our structure. We're looking at, and to me, it looks like seller's territory. Right. So but anyway, that was just a quick recap. The best trade that we seen, I believe, was a GA, right? GA to the 2-hour. Yeah. The best trade that we saw was the GA. All right. But it appears that we're going to get some rejection. All right. In the short term and get that pullback. However, remember, we're looking for an overall bullish day. So that trade is something that we will only want to stay in until let's just say around 11. All right, look for 11 a.m. at the latest, really 10:45 at the latest to be your cutoff on that trade. All right, or look at the stochastic, look at the MACD again to give you the let you to figure out if you should stay in that trade or obviously should you abort that trade. Okay. All right, but from there, y'all, it's pretty much just y'all already know, just paying attention to what's going on. All right, just hanging in there, hanging tight, and hopefully we don't set any. What we're looking for is to not happen is any high. We don't want this. We don't want this high to be broken. All right, so let's just play very close attention to that. All right. And then we could go from there. But with that being said, y'all, definitely appreciate it. I'm recording this to be up in a little bit. Look at it as many times as you want. Ask as many questions as you need. We're here for you in the group support, or you can just text me. Doesn't matter. But appreciate you all. Logging off. Talk to you later.